Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Of course, as soon as I get ready to go on camera, I notice that I have eyeliner up there. I'm trying to get it off. I'll deal with it later. Good morning, good morning. Happy third day of 2025. Happy Friday. Very important. And just, happy life. I am praying that you are all embracing the blessing of being alive in this season. Seriously, it's a choice how we embrace life. It is definitely a choice. We can walk through life in that negative vein and the woe is me and play the victim and all of these different things, or we can be victorious. Not because when I say you play the victim, it's because you have not grabbed a hold to the victory of God in the midst of the situations and the processes. So when you have grabbed onto God and you recognize who He is in your life, then you live the life of victory. You do not play the victim. Does that mean you haven't been victimized by situations? Yeah, you've gone through some things and things have happened to you, and you may have been a victim in the midst of the situation, but the moment that you give it to God, you are no longer a victim. You are now victorious because He is going to walk you through the process of overcoming whatever it is that you have had to endure. So, what is my nugget this morning? It is trust the process. Trust the process. Now, I looked up the definition of process because when God dropped it in my spirit, I was like, okay, I know it's deeper than just trust the process, right? But then He pointed something out because the definition of process is a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. Let me say that again. A series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. The reason you need to trust the process is because God said, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. They're not evil plans, but they're plans to get you an expected end. So you have to go through the process to get to the end. Now, processes are different for everybody. Processes are different for different things. Like gold, the process of gold is fire. It's fire. It's melted until it's till it's purified and all the dross is taken off of it, and then you can see your reflection in it. And the word of God says that we are as pure gold. We will come out as pure gold. All right. So we have to go through that process. Now, process is not always a pleasant thing. Process can be very, very difficult. Process can be hurting at times. Process can definitely be uncomfortable. Process may be something that you loathe because you don't want to do it, but trust God's process. Trust the process. Because remember, I told you yesterday about that positioning in Him for 2025. You got to go through the process of where He's propelling you to in your purpose. Because we don't hit this earth and immediately be ready. We have to go through stages. A baby, when a baby is born, the baby is not born walking and talking. It's making noise and it's kicking its legs, but it is not walking and talking. It has to go through that growth process to get to the place where its legs are strong enough to support it. Its vocal cords have matured enough for the sound to come out audibly and legibly. And the mind has to mature to get to the point of understanding to learn the language. This is why it's so wonderful to teach babies multiple languages when they're little, because the mind is a sponge and they'll soak up all of those languages and they'll speak them all because they're in that language growth process. It's that time for them to articulate, for them to learn. So it's like that with us. We have to go through the process to get to the place where we can articulate the purposes of God within our lives through our actions. It's not just through words, it's through our actions. All right. So hopefully you got it. Trust the process. I got a meeting I got to jump to, but trust the process that God is carrying you through in 2025. All right. All right. I love you with the love of Christ. It is Friday. We're going to worship. We're going to rest. We're going to self care, and we're going to enjoy ourselves. You have a fantabulous weekend. All right. Love you.